How's it going? It is Charles Botenston here in New York City, Friday, October 24th, 2014. And essentially what we're looking at today is, are you always positive, Charles? Are you always excited? Are you enthusiastic all the time? Do you just love life and you just crush it and that's it? And I actually get this a lot. It's funny too because I was never always this way, and I've talked about my situation before. Briefly, is that when I grew up, I was outgoing, I was fun, I was exciting, but I wasn't like a business oriented, success oriented guy. I was just having fun, and I had no direction, no goal. I was just all over the place, just spraying. Maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that, maybe I'll do that. And I probably had more jobs. I was a caddy, I was an engineer, I was in marketing, I sold knives door to door. I owned a small business. I was a waiter. I was literally everything. I cut lawns. I was a gardener. Like every job in the world. I had no direction. And when you do that, you're fun and you're outgoing because you know I was always outside. I was always in sales. I was always doing something that I was interacting with people, and I liked it. And then you come out of college, and obviously this is many years ago. I came out of college, and then I noticed that it was serious. You know, you got to put on your working hat, and you got to make money. And then I lost my confidence, and I lost my fun, my energy, my enthusiasm. And it took me a while, years, like probably 5 years to bring it back. And now I'm at it today where it's a sustained confidence and fun and enthusiasm. And the funny thing is, a lot of people ask me, where does that come from? And I said I was at a top when I was working, and then I went down when I came out of college, and then I went back up to where I am now. And ironically enough, it's not always sustainable. And I was actually on the train today, and I was wondering, I'm like, yesterday I was on. I was like, talk to anyone. I was, whoa, yeah. Everyone was laughing. Everyone was having a good time. And then last night I went out, had an amazing time, went to a networking event, had an amazing time. The people there were so much fun, and I was on. Today I wake up, and I was like groggy. And I'm walking in the subway, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, why? How can I go literally from day to day, back-to-back days, to being amazing, being on top of the world, to the next day you're a little bit sluggish, you're not as quick, you're not as willing to open and talk to people, and you're not as funny and creative and enthusiastic. And right now I'm reading a book. It's over there. It's called The Pearls of Wisdom. I think it's called The Pearls of Wisdom. Make sure that I'm still zoomed in. The Pearls of Wisdom, and it's by Jack Canfield. In the chapter I'm in, and it's the 30 pearls of wisdom from different people compiled into one book. It's a good book. I know a lot of it, so it's kind of a review. It's actually a good review, but the chapter I'm on now is very powerful, and it's about being positive. And they go into the actual physical body, and when you're positive, you everything works. Everything grows. When you're negative, your body actually stops growing. Your body shuts down things when cortisol, and you have stress. When you have stress, cortisol's released, and your body actually shuts down growing hair, nails. It shuts down shuts down anything that's not vital. You know, you don't need your hair to grow. You don't need your nails to grow when you're in a stressful environment. So that's why it doesn't happen. But when you're positive, everything grows, and grows in your body, but it also grows in your life. And really that's what I want to boil it down to today, is that I'm not always positive. Like this morning, I wasn't positive. I'm walking around, I was like that. And when you have a day like that, just think in your mind, just know in your mind, you know what, yesterday I had an amazing day. I wish I could have an even better day. Maybe that's the problem, is I'm comparing today to yesterday, which is the worst thing you can do. Don't compare day over day. You look at, so I look at yesterday and I say, what did I do yesterday that I was just on? I was on. I could have closed anyone at any time. And today, I'm not as you could see it, like my body language and my voice and my tonality and my smiling. Like I'm on now because I'm doing the video and I'm getting more and more and more and more excited and enthusiastic. But even a guy like myself, where people actually say, how do you have so much energy? How do you have so much enthusiasm and excitement? And in the book, they say two things. Actually, well, not in the book, but in this chapter about positivity and how important it is that you look at people that are stressed, they look weathered. Their skin, their hair, their demeanor, but just their physical body. And then people that are, look at Richard Bronson. The guy has a head of hair. If you've ever met Jack Canfield, he's around, I think he's 70. The guy looks like he's no older than 55. Not even. He looks like, he looks around 55 years old. He looks 15 years younger than he actually is because the guy walks around with no stress. And there's, of course, days that he's stressed out. And of course, there's days that he's negative and times and maybe weeks that he's at a time that, but he grounds himself. Maybe not Jack because he's at an elite level. But a guy like myself, I look at it and I say, okay, what did I do yesterday that put me in the amazing mood that I was in? And then I say, okay, I ate healthy, I went to work, and I started crushing work. Today, I came to work, and I was questioning why I was groggy, and that's part of it. So in the chapter, it says, be positive. So what did I do? There's a mirror right there. I literally looked at the mirror, and I started smiling, and immediately I was like, okay, feeling a little bit better. I started saying, okay, you got this, you got this, you got an awesome day ahead of you. Because it was 9 o'clock. Like I literally have the entire day, and it's a Friday. So I have a long day, and then I have a client dinner, and then I'm going to a going away party. So I have to have energy. I have to be on. I have to be enthusiastic. I have to be just ready to show up. I have to be able to show up, which is actually another video, just showing up. So anyway, you may be watching these videos and say, is this guy always on? Is this guy always excited? No, I'm not. But I look at the day. I actually look at the day in 15-minute increments, and I actually just read a book. Actually, it was, I think, in here. And I forgot who it was, said they look at their day in 10-minute increments. In 10-minute increments. I look at it in 15 minutes. I will one day be at 10 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, what am I doing right now? How am I going to better it? Because as I was explaining it to someone yesterday, I don't want to look back at my life and say, I should have done this. I wish I'd done this. I could have done this. So positive, you're not going to have it 100% all the time. You're going to have obviously better days than other days. But when you're having a bad day, like today, I didn't even have a bad day. I just felt, I just wasn't on. And it was funny too because I got a Charlie horse in my leg, and it was the first Charlie horse, you know, where your leg just tightens up and it sucks. It was the first Charlie horse in, I can't even remember, it's got to be years. And it was the first day, or it was the first night I didn't wake up and need to go to the bathroom. And it's funny that I'm admitting that, but it's true because when you wake up and go to the bathroom, it means that you have liquid in you. When you have a Charlie horse and you don't wake up and go to the bathroom, that means you're dehydrated. So obviously, now that I'm saying that, that was it. That was the issue, is that I didn't go to bed last night and drink water or have enough water. I did go out, and obviously I had alcohol. So that depletes the body of liquid. And then, you know, I go to bed, and then I wake up with a Charlie horse, and then I'm groggy. So, but to turn it around, I don't go the whole day groggy. I turned around, I looked in the mirror, and I said, why are you not like yesterday? Boom. Changed it, put a smile on my face, just corny smile. Corny smile. After a minute, your body actually feels it, convinces yourself that you're happy. And I said, okay, let's do this video. This is exciting. You know, because otherwise I would get on the video and I'd be like this. You don't want to see that. So, my name is Charles Bodensten. I always try to live my life the best way I can. That's why I read so much. That's why I make these videos. And I'm a student in training. But after 6 years, I noticed trends. 6 years of reading a lot, I noticed trends. So that's why I make these videos. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the videos. If there's anything you want to hear, shoot me a comment, because I have a website, but I don't really upkeep it anymore. It's just, I don't know if there's a way that I can send my YouTube videos to a website automatically, because I don't want to like make the video then post it on a website. It defeats the purpose of the website, because I'm just shooting over, you know. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But subscribe to the videos, follow me on Instagram. Those are my two best and only social networks that I love. And obviously, leave comments about what you want. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. And it should have turned off, and it didn't.